What's going on, guys? Welcome to Ajax Reviews. Today we review Phantasm 4, Oblivion. Directed by Don Coscarelli, Mike travels through time and space to find the tall man's origins. So, I'm going to give you a little bit of heads up on this one. So after what I feel was a letdown of Phantasm 3, we move on to Phantasm 4. Now, my expectations at this point were starting to dwindle. Because as we've seen, 1 was good, 2 was even better, 3 was Now we're heading to 4. As we've known in the past, a lot of these movies, they get a lower budget the further on in the series that they get. So I'm kind of worried because, the story's there, even though it's just kind of lagging, the story is there, and I'm curious where the story goes, but I know that the lower budget is going to have an effect on these going forward. And that part I'm not really looking forward to. So let's get on with the review. Here we are, Phantasm 4, Oblivion, and I must say I'm even less excited than I was before. So far, the best parts about these movies is the tall man, the spheres, and the car. This time around, the movie drags even worse than before, and I really didn't need the story retold to me again through flashbacks and deleted scenes. I understand you had an assload of deleted scenes from the first movie and you were just dying to use them. But damn, man, come on. I can honestly say I feel the story hasn't really progressed past part 2. Reggie, man, that guy should seriously be on a list because he is even more pervy and rapey as ever. I am excited for part 5, but that's only so I can see how the story unfolds and just be done with this. So here we are again. The journey just lags and just seems anticlimactic. But maybe my expectations are just too high. Having heard from several of my friends throughout my life just how amazing this series is, maybe I'm just expecting too much. But so far, I found the entire franchise just underwhelming.
Wouldn't you like to sit down? Let me offer you some lemonade.
All right, so now for the things that I liked. I really liked the change in setting. I got tired of the same setting movie after movie. Finally, the entire movie doesn't take place in a mortuary. Now, again, I kind of feel bad for this, but I really enjoyed seeing Jody die. He just annoys me. I don't like that character. I don't know what it is about him, but I just do not like him. And the other thing that I really liked, even though the budget for this movie was a lot less than it should have been, the cinematography was actually very good. It wasn't really a letdown when it came to the cinematography. So it's got that going for it. Now for the things that I disliked. Well, all the flashbacks. Come on, man. This is one of the things that made me think about the kid in the graveyard way back in part 1. Because the flashbacks were pretty much Mike, the kid in the graveyard, again, doing shit that wasn't important to the story. Maybe a tiny bit here and there was kind of relevant, but for the most part, we could have done without all of that, and that story could have been told through, actions that take place nowadays. Come on. Another thing, man, when it comes to the story itself was just lame. It was lame. And the effects, man. The effects went from good to even better to just lacking. This movie, the effects are just not good. And the other thing that I disliked about this movie was the music. We're 4 films into the series, and this music, although is good, it really needs an update. Change it, add something, some more bass or something. It's just the same shit again. So, in conclusion, would I recommend this movie? For entertainment purposes, no. For collection purposes, absolutely. I feel that the story could have ended at part 2. Honestly, we didn't need 3 or 4. We could have ended at part 2, and this would have been a great series. So I really didn't feel the need to go any further. So with that being said, I'm going to give this movie a 2 out of 5. So that's going to do it for me for today, guys. Until next time, remember, stay smart, stay clean, keep the dream, don't let the man get you down, because if he does, he might return in a flashback and rehash a third of this movie. And you don't want that. Why? Because, well, we've seen it already.